As you may have noticed, the second half of Review 11 is coming along a little slowly. You know, cutting-edge special effects and all. Laziness! So I thought, hey, in lieu of my ass actually getting in gear, it would be a rollicking good time for me to do my first ever haul vid. Before we begin, keep in mind I'm covering about 3 months worth of stuff here, and at least a couple of items that date from even farther back than that. I didn't want you to think that all of this arrived, like, yesterday. I was going to stick with just the really recent stuff, but I had some other semi-recent items that I kind of wanted to throw out there because I was specifically intending to do a review of them at some point. Also, a quick word of warning. If you watch my videos in the hopes that something funny will happen, but don't so much care about the subject matter, prepare to be bored out of your mind. Yeah! Consider the following slew of Revenge of the Fallen figures, with discussion to follow immediately after. Springer, Reverb and Rollbar, Jolt and Armorhide, Brawn and Dirge, Bludgeon and Recon Ironhide, and finally, Mindwipe and Optimus Huge. These figures range in quality from "Hey, okay" to and in a couple of cases, all the way up to The question is, why? What happened? When the 2007 movie line came out, I got Ironhide, Landmine, and Wreckage, and I was done. So how is it the toys have gotten so much better in spite of being released alongside an even crappier movie? Actually, I may have just answered my own question. It's the law of conservation of awesome at work. Armada Wheeljack, who was kind of a low-level holy grail of mine, and ended up being a bit of a letdown. I was going to do a review, but in light of the review that Exillion's already done, that would be a bit extraneous. Just imagine Brad with fat and a different accent, and there you are. Armada Thundercracker, for I am a Thundercracker enthusiast.
Tidal Wave!
Animated Retgar, who turned out to be a small disappointment, but only a small one, that becomes exponentially larger when you consider what I paid for him. Hey, pop quiz! What's even better than a black repaint? No, not the soft touch of a woman and a job that isn't miserable in a future. The answer is a green repaint. Say hello to Air Raid and Hardhead. You are getting a review, my friend. I'm feeling a mix of glee and shame over this one. The Sky Patrol Skyhawk, complete, all stickers, great condition, $20. The Badger, a complete, fully stickered, well-maintained nugget of shiny green goodness. Fort America, complete and in great shape, but missing all of its stickers, which I am working to rectify by way of a Repro Labels-esque organization. This was in a lot with the Badger and the next item, and I didn't particularly care about getting it because I never had one back in the day. It wasn't until it arrived and I got out of the box that I realized I actually did have one of these back when and loved it. That's a weird feeling. And lastly but not leastly, and actually not lastly either, the motorized battle wagon, which defies adulthood shrinkage by being about twice the size I remember it being. Complete, all stickers, everything works. I'd really like to demonstrate the Gatling missile launcher for you, but these missiles are really easy to lose, and I just, what the hell. Cost of the Badger, Fort America, and Battle Wagon, once you figure in shipping and batteries for this monster, about $50. Not too shabby. Finally, and most monstrositily, the Earthquake, which I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for. For those of you too young to remember, this is actually the official paint scheme of the early 90s. The whole world was this color circa 1992.
Back in my day!
It's also complete, fully stickered, and in great shape, and even comes with all 3 of the little mortar shells. Beachhead and Firefly! I loves me some ski masks.
I'm the spirit of balaclava. Gonna crawl up inside you like a warm kitten.
I also picked up the Defense of Cobra Island 7-pack, solely because it had modern updates of early 90s sex symbols Range Viper and Alley Viper.
My hero.
Back when I made my Getting to Know a Transformers fan video, I said something along the lines of, "Oh, I sure wish I could find the tank from Galoob's Expanders line from back when it happened. I would never want for anything ever again." Well, guess what? Now, the first obvious downside is that the cannon is missing, and the transformation motor is... yeah. And the antenna is broken off, and one of the little away vehicles has a tiny bit broken off of its gun. But if nothing else, it has all of its stickers, which is quite unusual. I've had pretty good luck finding replacement parts for some other old toys thanks to the wide, wonderful scrapyard that is eBay, so I'm hoping that trend continues. In that same lot were the Hummer and ATV from the same series, which I already have both of, and mine are in generally better shape, so back to eBay with you two. But wait, there's more! Does anybody remember Galoob's Army Gear line? Of course you don't. As the name implies, it was a line consisting of army gear, compasses and canteens and such, that would turn into bases and aircraft carriers, and oh, what fun. In the same lot with the expander stuff was this, a little grenade that turns into a bunker. It's missing pretty much everything, but to my mind I got it for free, so $10 for that whole mess. Let's come back to this for a second. With most transforming toys, there's generally an element of logic, usually centered around disguise. What's the logic here? In what way are the enemy tiny soldiers supposed to be surprised or fooled by this? What? A bunker? I thought it was just a giant grenade. Also, this had to have been made before the great safety paranoia explosion of whenever that happened. Granted, it won't pass for a real grenade under any sort of close inspection. I think it still looks real enough to get you killed by a cop. And if you were to pull up to a stoplight next to a convertible with one of these and go, "Hi, lob," and then go screeching away, I guarantee you there will be poop. Hey, here's something else you probably don't remember. Key-Force. This blatant mask ripoff consisted of vehicles that had a little keyhole into which you would insert a key, much like this one, and it would activate some kind of crazy feature. I recently acquired a couple of vehicles from this line. The Swing Shot Dune Buggy, brand spanking new, $10. Delight! And the Storm Chopper, as it is allegedly called. The product catalog that came with the Swing Shot simply refers to it as Van. Surprisingly amazing. Wow, I've never seen anything like this before. In superb condition for naught but 12 bones. That's it for this chunk of mess. Come back for the sequel, won't you?